What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the show. Happy Friday, Mike. How's it going, man?
Man, I'm doing good. Wade, sitting here wearing this beautiful Eat Watch Bet T-shirt my
Nice.
daughter printed for me specifically for Christmas. Makes me even fired up normal for the Friday slate. Doesn't get any better than baseball Friday, and it's rivalry weekend, baby. Oh, I can't wait. What's happening with you, man? Having a killer week so far, ain't you?
It is rivalry, and yeah, man, we've had a pretty good week coming off another profitable yesterday. Missing the sweep by a hook by 1 out. We missed Kevin Gausman did not get us to our 18th out, which would have swept the board for us. But
Oh,
no
so
complaints.
close.
I'd say after our last video, we were on a 20-9 run. We ended up going 2-2 on our last show. So now our record moves to 22-11. And I feel like we might have a nice sweep coming on our hands tonight, man. I'm really
Yeah,
liking the plays
yeah.
we talked about pre-show, and can't really wait to get into this. I'm excited to get back to watching some golf as well after this. We got a lot of bets going for the PGA Championship, and I'm ready to relax and watch some golf this weekend. Man, you got any big plans?
Yeah, absolutely, man. Just the same guy. I mean, I don't watch golf week to week like I used to. I used to be real into it, but I always watch the majors. Got to at least watch the majors. It's a lot more fun. And yeah, I'm excited, man. It's be a fun weekend all the way around. Rivalry baseball weekend, and then PGA together. That's gonna be fun, man. Can't wait.
Yeah, I was excited looking at the schedule last night, running through the model, and noticed that all the Chicago's are playing each other, New York's are playing each other, and
Yeah,
the Los Angeles teams are playing each other.
yeah,
So that should
yeah.
we've got a fun, jam-packed weekend. Got the NBA tonight. Might be pretty exciting to see if the Knicks can knock off the Celtics here and see if we got a Pacers and Knicks, a little rivalry matchup brewing, man.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt. Yeah, NBA playoffs have been fantastic. I'm not a big NBA guy, but
Yeah,
I gotta had take my hat off to the NBA. These playoffs have been insane. The underdogs have done really well. Like if you just taken the underdog on the
I
money
know.
line, you would be up a bundle right now. You'd have plenty of Christmas cash here in May. But I don't bet the NBA, so I don't have that stress in my life. But I've talked to others that have done really well in the NBA, so good for them.
That's been exciting, man. We are here for baseball, not basketball. So
That's
let's
right.
lock in, man. Let's give the people your first play of the day, and let's see if we can sweep the board again.
Yeah, yeah, let's do it, man. Let's do it. The sides have been better to us lately. The player props have been kind of
Okay.
rough, the strikeout props. So I'm going to go two sides today. First one here, don't understand the price. Going Detroit Tigers right now. Actually laid minus 126 at open. I actually took a bad number. You can get minus 115 right now. I think it's Caesars, but I don't get the price big weight. I mean, this Detroit team is on a roll. Guess who leads baseball in WRC Plus the last 14 days? You guessed it, the Motor City Kitties, baby. Detroit Tigers are rolling. And what is going on with one Javier Baez is raking the ball. Did you see that other night where he hit not one, but two 3-run homers in the same game? He looks like the guy he was. Everybody's been waiting on him to turn back into the player he was when he was with the Cubs. You remember he was just rolling early in his career. He's just kind of hit a bad. I don't know if it was injuries or just really impatient at the plate. He used to chase a lot of breaking balls outside the zone. He looks a little more patient this year. I don't know what he's doing to all of a sudden get back to his good Javier Baez self, but whatever he's doing is working, and he's just been crushing. Him and Kerry Carpenter crushing it for Detroit. So with their hot bats, I'm rolling with them. Jack Flaherty on the mound got roughed up last weekend. We actually lost on him. I think he's due for a bounce back here. I like go Jack Black. You check him out here. Impressive K rate, 32.3% against Toronto. That says something because Toronto would strike out that much. I think he's due for a nice bounce back. Can't figure out Bowden. Is it Bowden or Bowden Francis?
Bowden.
He was, yeah, Bowden. He was really good last year, but he has sucked all of 2025. I don't know if they've just got enough film on him now where hitters, maybe he's tipping his pitches. I don't know. But I like Detroit to rough him up. I get that Detroit's on the road in old Canada, but I just think price too cheap. I think it should have been more like Tigers minus 140 ish, minus 145, even on the road. So I played Detroit. You got a feel for this one at all? Toronto's kind of a weird team.
Yeah, it's tough because I was a pretty big fan of Bowden Francis coming into the season.
Mhm.
Just as far as control, he's a really good control. Last year, we saw him go like 21 outs. I don't know if he made a run of like 8 or 9, 10 games in a row there where he was flirting with
Mhm.
21 outs every game. Um, he usually doesn't give up big hits. He doesn't really give up a lot of hard hit stuff. But this year, he hasn't been the same. He's been struggling a little bit. And then on the flip side, you got Jack Flaherty, who's one of the most elite strikeout pitchers in baseball. I think he's going to find his strikeouts against the Blue Jays, though most pitchers don't. He had like 8 strikeouts and 9 strikeouts on them last year, so I think he's got a pretty good read on this team. If he goes through another game where he finds 7 strikeouts on this roster, I don't see how the Tigers aren't winning this game. They won't be able to do enough damage offensively. The Blue Jays already play a lot of low scoring games.
They do.
If you look at their
Yeah,
overs and unders this year, and I don't even play these, I just know that the Blue Jays go under a ton of their
they
games. They
do.
don't score a lot. So when you're facing a team like the Tigers who can score and who have been scoring, I think this is a recipe for a Tigers win tonight. I like that look a lot.
Fingers crossed. Thank you, brother. I
Yeah,
appreciate it.
let's
What do
catch
you
that
got?
first one, baby. Yeah, man, we're loaded up today. So if you're in my VIP, I don't know
Go.
if you only like 4 or 5 plays a day. I'm sorry, we ended up giving out 9 plays today. So it's a heavy one, man. It's just one of those days. We've got a
Go.
lot of pitchers that we really like, a lot of guys that we
Yep.
target, and
Yep.
I'm just gonna play them. That we've been kind of teetering this year with leaving plays off, trying to keep smaller slate, and usually the ones that I leave off are the ones that cash. So I just said, you know what, screw it.
Sure.
I'm gonna play all the plays that I like. Some days like we've talked about this before. Some days we might only have 2 plays, but today we've got
Right.
9. Got quite a few 2 legs, so that even makes it really more than 9 plays. We've got probably about 14 plays out there with all the
Let's go.
parlays we got, but I'm gonna go ahead and give out a parlay on this one. Nice 2 leg. I played this to win 1%. It was -116 when I gave it out last night. I'm not sure what it is now, but I went with Ranger Suarez to go 4 strikeouts, and I used him to bring down the juice on Garrett Crochet to go or over 17 and a half outs. We'll
Nice.
start with Suarez here. Suarez, in his history against the Pirates, has actually cashed 8 strikeouts, 4 strikeouts, 8 and 7. So he's hit at least 4 in his last 4 head-to-head matchups. He's also cashed 4 strikeouts in 25 of his last 30 games overall. Pirates are currently sitting at the third most strikeouts this season, fourth most the last 30 days to left-handed pitchers, and 4 straight left-handed pitchers have 6 strikeouts on them. 9 of 11 overall have at least 5 strikeouts on them. So if you wanted to take Suarez 5 strikeouts, that is a very safe play today, I believe. And then on the flip side here, Crochet, it's a tricky one. I hate going against the Braves. I really do. They shouldn't be as bad as they are, but it is what it is, and you just got to go with the data. And
Mhm.
what I see from
Mhm.
Crochet is he cashed 21 outs against them last season, which, granted, that was probably their first time around seeing him. He's also gone 21 outs in 4 of his 8 games this season, or 4 of his last 8 games. He's gone over 5 his last overall. The Braves are actually hitting bottom 5 in the league to left-handed pitchers in about every single category. They have not been very good at average. Their OPS is down. Their WRC plus is down. They're just not finding ways to get on base. Um, Left-handed pitchers, 3 of the last 4 have been able to go 6 innings against the Braves, and he's routinely going 100 pitches in his pitch count. So I just don't see why he can't get there. He should be able to find strikeouts against them, and he should be able to find his way to 6 outs. I just don't see him giving up that much damage. Maybe 3 runs at most if he ends up getting tagged. He is prone to giving up the long ball, but I just don't see that happening today, man.
Yeah. Man, I don't really know which one to start with there, Wade. Mainly because I like both legs quite a bit, and so I see why you want to do the 2 leg on them together. Just seem like a really safe bet if there is such a thing as a safe gamble in MLB. But Suarez, you pull him up here on Savant, and he has owned this Pittsburgh roster. K rate of 30.9% lifetime through a decent sample size of 55 plate appearances here. He's really, really made Tommy Pham look like a fool. He struck him out 5 times in only 6 at bats. He struck out McCutcheon 4 times in only 7 at bats. So yeah, just a lot to like, here. Joey
Yeah.
Bart, he's K'd him quite a bit. He's Brian Williams, Brian Reynolds, I'm sorry, 4 times and only 11 at bats. That's a 36.4% K rate. So Ranger Danger, man, I like him. I think he's pretty underrated. You know, the Phillies have a rotation that's just to die for, really, with Wheeler and
Yeah,
Nola, and all these guys. And
and
if
they added
Suarez
Luzardo
kind of,
too.
yeah, Lazardo, and it's so like Suarez kind of gets lost in the shuffle. It's like he's the number 4 guy. It's like holy smokes,
Well, that's
that's going
also
to be weird.
because he started the season off on the DL. He's
Yeah,
just now
yeah,
coming back. So if last year
yeah.
he
It's
was
just
one of their
only his
best
third
pitchers.
start. Yeah, yeah. It's only his third start, but yeah, I like that quite a bit. I don't see how he doesn't. I don't see how he doesn't get. Really, honestly, I played him over 5.5 on the straight line, so I think he's going to
I
be
think
able to
he's
get
good to play up. You can probably ladder him today, maybe even to like 7 if you wanted. You could go to 8 if
right.
you wanted to be a crazy man, but I think laddering up to at least 7 is good with him.
And then Crochet, we talked about it off air. I like it too, just because Atlanta, they hadn't faced a lot of lefties, but they've been terrible against just 26 WRs plus against Southpaws this season. So definitely see Garrett hanging around a while here. And this is a big home game. He's going to want this one against the Braves.
And I didn't even mention his WHIP or his batting average against or ERA, which are his batting average against and ERA are in the 90th percentile. His batting average
Yeah.
against is .192, his ERA is
Oh,
point
insane.
1.93, and his WHIP is actually 1.07 with a 29% K rate. So all in all, it's just a really good matchup for him to
Yeah.
finally get on track. I know at home he doesn't usually hit 18 outs a lot. He has a lot of 15 out games this year, but this is a good matchup for him to have a really quality start tonight in Boston.
I like it. Let's get it.
What do you got for the next play, my man?
Yeah. Yeah, play number 2. I was debating on this one. Let's go. Might as well ride the hot hand while we got it here. I went with Minnesota Twins. I laid minus 106. The best you can get now is minus 120. Played minus 106 on the opener with my guy, Joe Ryan. I had a serious man crush on Joe Ryan. I seem to always bet on him, either with the Twins to the side or I'll bet even Ryan's strikeout numbers sometimes. Guy's just a beast. His stuff is electric. I don't understand the price, especially Milwaukee been struggling here. Last 2 weeks, dead last as far as WRC plus. All the baseball, dead last 30th. 30th out of 30 MLB teams, how bad they've been. Ain't gonna get any easier tonight. Yeah, I know they're at home, but Joe Ryan is an absolute beast. Got that nasty splitter, still throws pretty hard, got some nasty breaking stuff. And let's not forget, Wade, just how hot have these Minnesota Twinkies been? They've won 12 in a row, for goodness sake. So you're going to give me the Twins at basically a pick 'em price against a struggling Brewers offense? Not to mention, I have Minnesota as the second best bullpen in baseball. Brew Crew just 20th in the ever so lovable K minus BB rate. And here's another thing, Minnesota's bullpen very well rested. Chris Paddock threw a freaking gym yesterday against the Orioles. Of course, everybody's throwing a gym lately against the Orioles. Have been struggling, but that bullpen got a lot of rest yesterday for Minnesota, so they've got some fresh arms there. So yeah, I like it. Joe Ryan just too much here. I think the Twins make it 13 in a row against the beer makers. Really not too complicated there. I don't see. Yeah, back in a road team, kind of scary, I guess, but not with the way his Twins team's been playing. My goodness, they're on a roll.
Yeah, you know how I feel about Joe Ryan. We've got we're on him here pretty heavy today, which is
Woo! Yeah, you are.
hindsight. I was thinking about it too. It's tough, man. We such a big Brewers fan here. I like what they put together. I like what they did last year. They made a run in the playoffs.
Hmm.
I thought they were going to be right back there again this year. I really thought they were going to win the division, even though they didn't really add much pitching depth. And they just, for whatever reason, man, they're just struggling hitting the ball.
Yeah,
Especially their other offense is just really down. It's just, I think it's a
weird.
pretty good spot to just continue to fade Milwaukee as much as you can when you have a good spot.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to do until they show signs of life. I'm going to keep fading them. Yep, yep, yep.
Hey,
Oh
sports
yeah.
fans! Are you looking for free daily sports betting picks and the hottest promo codes for sports books in your state? Check out eatwatchbet.com, bettersinsider.com, and hellorookie.com, your ultimate one-stop shop for winning sportsbooks and unbeatable deals. Dive into daily articles packed with expert predictions and tips to help you make smarter bets. Plus, we've got links to exclusive promo codes for every major sportsbook in your state. Why miss out on free money? Don't wait. Visit eatwatchbet.com, bettersinsider.com, and HelloRookie.com now and take your sports betting game to the next level.
Appreciate that, man. Yeah, definitely check out ewatchbet.com. Great promos going on. Got some. Yeah, I can't not at liberty yet to say, but supposed to be really good promos coming around Monday. A little birdie's told me, so maybe we check back
All
Monday or
right.
Tuesday. A really slick promo coming out the gate from one of our sponsors. But yeah, don't forget about Wade's Discord either. You just heard him get 9 plays here today. So if you like action, woo, it's a good time to sign up. And
Got
with a
some
guy like
action
Wade,
today, baby.
with a guy like Wade, he's Action Jackson today. He's not Wade. He's Wade Action Jackson. That's exactly what he is. Top flight wagers is where it's at. Wade's honestly, and I don't say it's just because he's my buddy and we do the show together. It's he's one of the best MLB cappers that I've come across in the 23 years I've been doing this. So there you go. And he wins in a lot of different markets. Most guys have one market that's just kind of their bread and butter, and it can kind of get a little boring. Not this guy. He's doing walks, he's doing outs, he's doing strikeout props, he's doing other things. I mean, it's just like does some earned runs he sprinkles in there too. So it's a lot of fun because you're not getting burned out on one market. So yeah, that's my spiel for Wade. Sign up for his Discord, guys. You won't be sorry. It's a very, very competitive rate, one of the cheapest out there in the industry. And what you get is insane. It's way more than just winners. You learn how to do your own handicapping if you want to do that. There you go.
Yeah, I appreciate that very much. Yeah, I
Got
figured, I'm gonna go ahead and give out a bonus play right now, and then we'll
hey,
dive into our second play of the day. Now, when I do a bonus play, the bonus plays are official plays. I'm just giving you guys one more look. We're doing the show. I
I
might as
like
well give out another free winner. I'll give out a straight here since I'm gonna give another parlay out as my official play. I'd hate to give out two parlays. I know some people out there just like straight, so I'll give out JP Sears over 17 and a half outs for the Athletics going against the Giants tonight. What I like about JP Sears, at least just looking at the kind of the model data I've got going on here. He averages 5.6 innings per game. He's got an ERA of 2.6. His WOBA is 2.78. He allows just under 5 hits per game. Averages right around 4.5 strikeouts per game, and his walks are under 1 per game. He's got a really good matchup today against the Giants. They're not particularly hitting left-handed pitchers very well. Um, Looking back last year, Sears went 21 and 23 outs on this roster, and he's just been very dominant on the road going back to last season. He's cashed 10 of 11 and 11 of his last 13 games on the road going 18 outs. So to call him a road warrior, I think is a good terminology for him to use. He has cashed 14 of his last 20 overall. And as I said, the Giants just aren't hitting left-handed pitchers very well. They're ranking right around bottom 10 in the league in most categories. And he's been steady at that 2.8 ERA, allowing a 2.222 batting average against. He's sneaky, and I think he can make it to 18 for you guys. So that'd be a nice little bonus play for you. And then for
yeah.
the official play, we're gonna go with a parlay here, man.
Let's go. Let's go.
I'm
Too
jumping
bad.
back on the Corbin Burns train.
Yeah. It
They
looks
made
like he's
his
back. It does. Looks like
at
he's back.
least for his going deep and giving you outs. I think he's back. I'm not sure about his strikeouts. We're gonna have to keep an eye on his strikeouts. He's just not the same
Sure.
strikeout guy. But his outs was right around minus 200 today, so I had to find a little juicer, and I landed on old Dusty May for the Dodgers to find at least 4 strikeouts on the
Yeah.
Angels. We'll
All
start
right.
with Burns here. Um, like as I said, he's not the K guy of old, but he has gone 18 outs in 4 of his last 5 starts, missing against a very good Tampa Bay team who can hit right-handed pitchers. Is one of the best right-hand pitching hitting teams this season. The Rockies are actually bottom 5 in average, OPS, on base percentage, and WRC plus to right-handed pitchers this season, and they really have not been much better over the last 30 days. He holds a .232 batting average against. His ERA is 2.95, and based on my model, he has the second best matchup today based on the team hitting score that the Rockies present. So I just don't think they present enough damage to him, even if they do get some runs off him, because they have been optimistic as far as walking when they can. Um, Rockies will have random games like they had against Reagan's where they just got to him and then they hit him. So um, the Rockies tend to score more runs when they're at home. So since they're away, I like this even more. So I think Corbin Burns is a pretty good look at home to find at least 6 outs and give us a quality start. And then Dusty May is not really a pitcher I use a lot, but we've pretty much used up all of our other guys up to the point where I took Burns, so I had to find another spot. And I really like this look. The Angels are sitting dead last all season, and they've gotten even worse the last 15 days, striking out to right-handed pitchers. May has found 4 strikeouts in 5 of his 7 starts this season, and 4 of his last 5. Um, the Angels He has seen 4 of these Angels, and 3 of them have at least a strikeout rate of 50% or more against him, and 2 of them, I believe, have a 100% strikeout rate against him. So, we need 4, and there's 4 guys right there. The Angels also have 11 hitters that have strikeout rates over 25% to right-handed pitchers this season. Some of those guys may not be everyday players, but a majority of their roster is striking out to right-handed pitchers, and May has reached as high as 90 pitch count twice this season, so I think they're at least letting him go 85, 90. Should get enough pitches for him to find 4 strikeouts in there. So I like this parlay for a minus 125 look.
Yeah, I love it because we're getting to fade two of the worst teams in baseball. That's just
Yeah,
my simple thoughts on
there
it
you go.
here. And Burns, I'm not a big Burns guy anymore, but he looked a lot better last weekend. And I like
Yeah.
the outs on Burns just because he's really still inducing a lot of ground balls, and that's the key to going deep is getting those quick ground ball outs. 78 percentile ground ball rate for Mr. Burns, and then any chance you get to fade that poor Halos lineup, I'm all about it. So I'm with you on Dustin May. I don't know a lot about May, but I don't have to.
Uh,
I just know that the Angels suck this year. They're terrible. They're one
yep.
of my season win totals under. That's looking good. So yeah, let's cash it. Wait, I like it.
Yep. I appreciate it. Well, I appreciate everybody. Once again, thanks for watching. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. Leave a comment if you guys can. Tell us if our picks suck. I don't care. Hopefully we're cashing for you guys. And yeah, man, Mike, always appreciate you joining the show. It's always fun having you on here. And let's
Thank you, buddy.
have a good weekend. Let's sweep these. Good luck, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Let's get it.